Hello guys and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for 27th September 2021. In this episode we saw Timmy creeping up on Peri and Juliet in all sorts of places and cameras you can ever imagine. And I think in the last episode we saw Peri receiving a note through the door and Juliet was very suspicious. What is going on? Are you cheating? And also it was rich the fact that when money went missing because Timmy was behind this whole thing from Peri's account, her instant thought was Juliet must have nicked it, and clearly Juliet was pretty offended, and she should be. And straight after that scene, a letter comes through the door, and Juliet's thinking, "Hang on, there you are calling me a thief," and then you're getting all sorts of love letters through the door. Just to be clear, it's none of these girls' fault. It's Timmy playing all sorts of creepy tricks on them. And who knows where this is going. Later on, they did meet up in the village. Well, Peri and Timmy did. He had some sort of hand issue or accident. Oh, yeah, that's right. He punched the wall, didn't he? Out of frustration because Peri and Juliet, they kind of patched things up. The guy got so jealous and he bumped into Peri. Well, when I say bumped, he probably orchestrated a meeting with Peri. And Peri was going to fix his hand up, and before they went in, Juliet saw them from afar, and Sid was with Juliet, and Juliet goes, she knows that guy from somewhere. I think she went charging over there. She's thinking, what the hell's going on? She's kind of very suspicious as well. She asked him, are you the one that's sending all those stuff? And he's like, no. And she just directly asked him up front, are you the stalker? And he's like, no. And he made such a good scene and very good acting that made her look silly. And he referred to Peri as Penny. And I thought that was very clever and like a very kind of like a game a child would play where, where a child is just very bright and very sharp and they can just think of something very quick on their feet, can't they? And he just played this like childish mind game and it worked. Peri bought it, and so did kind of Juliet, but she was gutted. The fact that she kind of got humiliated a bit because she knows Peri won't live it down. Because Peri already has this kind of superior complex to Juliet, and that's just my opinion only. To me, she does seem like she's above Juliet. Although she might not realise it herself, but subconsciously it's there. And probably because of Juliet's background, she's probably prone to think of it. Regardless, it's not really right, especially if you're kind of going out with a girl as well. Anyway, I'm not an expert, so let me know what you guys think as well with this whole situation and drama. And lo and behold, Timmy went inside the hospital, and Peri followed and kind of fixed his hand, and he's offering relationship advice. I thought that bit was so funny and ridiculous as well, because the guy's like a complete stranger to Peri, and he's claiming to be some sort of expert, and that's what his words were. He's some sort of relationship expert, and she's kind of brought that in, and he's trying to sway her away from Juliet, but then it didn't work. And I think Peri was like, "Oh, you're right. I'm gonna go patch things up with her," and then he's like, he landed himself in a bit of a more hole, so he clearly didn't get the achievement that he was hoping for. Elsewhere, you have Goldie and Olivia playing some sort of battle of wits, I guess, future mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. And they're all probably competing for Prince's love, but they both want to make it clear that they have a holding on Prince. Now, you can imagine with Goldie putting Prince and his twin brother, Hunter, first all her life, because she had them very early on when she was young herself. And all of a sudden, Prince is engaged to this other woman who's never been seen by Goldie or anyone in the family. And it is interesting because who knows? And they both seem quite territorial. Olivia seems very smart and very witty, and she seems like she knows how to fight off mind games and a bit like chess in the family. So if there's like a difficult family member, and because she's highly educated as well, she's got this way of putting a speech and sounding very proper and coming across as very calm-headed, cool-headed, winning any battle of wits that anyone throws at her. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought in this episode, and I'll see you in the next. Peace.